No. Okay, so hi, I'm back. Sorry. I'm going to be doing a story time of like when I went to Westdale and what me and my friends did. Like we went to a abandoned building and yeah, so I'm gonna be explaining what happened. So let's get to that. Okay, so I'm just gonna say their names. I don't care. There was my friend named Zach, Cameron, Justine, me, and Ray Ray. And we would always go, there was like a creek beside our school. And I don't go to the school anymore, but like my school's right by it. But yeah, okay, so there's a creek right by our school. And like we would go to it, and then when it was like raining one day, and so me, Zach, and like all of us were going to it, and there was like a water and then like a pathway, and we had to try to get over the water, and it was like wide, so we couldn't like try to jump over it. We were gonna get like wet, and so we I was like, I don't care, I just walked right through it. But I tried to jump, but like I didn't make it, so then I just walked right through it. And Zach found a bucket on the same side he was on, so he put the bucket into the water, and he got in the bucket. And he tried to scoot himself all the way to the other side. And it was hilarious. Like, we were all dying, and I had to pee really bad. Like, I was gonna pee my pants. So then, he's scooting through... Can you shut my door, please? Thanks. He was scooting through the water, and it was, like, really deep, so it was gonna come into the bucket. And he couldn't, like, he tried to jump over it, but, like, every time he tried to, like, he was in the bucket, and then he would try to jump out of the bucket onto the other side, the bucket would move farther back. So he couldn't get over there, because the bucket was, like, moving, and it was, like, tipping, so he was like, oh my gosh. So then, me having to go over and get the bucket, like, lean over and hold the bucket while he's trying to jump over while the bucket's, like, pushing us back. And so, after that, he finally gets over. So we're walking to this abandoned house, whatever. And we get there, and it's, like, all locked up, and, like, there's wood on the windows, and, like, only on some of them, though, and, like, a whole bunch of stuff. And so, of course, me having, like, no one could get in the back door, and there was, like, a factory right there, and then the abandoned house, and then another factory, and they were, like, or it was, like, a scrapyard that was there, and a factory in the house. So, like, the scrapyard, I think they owned that abandoned house. But, like, it really smelled, like, it smelled really bad. It smelled like there was dead bodies in there. So then, we couldn't get the back door open. And it was like a normal house. There was a garage, and then there was a door, the back to a garage, and then the back door, and then the front door, and then, like, a screen door. And then, so, me, of course, being dumb and not thinking I would get hurt, I body checked the whole door. And, of course, I, like, fell through the thing. Like I body checked the door, and it didn't, like, come off, but, like, it opened. Because it wouldn't open, so, like, I did that, and then I had, like, a big bruise, and it was, oh. And then, so, we wore crappy clothes because we knew it was, like, raining and all muddy, so, and it was a big field, and then, like, all the way behind the house, in, like, the backyard, it was, like, there was, like, a abandoned shed, and then, like, a trailer, and, like, a dog thingy, but, like, there was no dogs in there. It was, like, a big, sorry, it was, like, a caged-in dog house, pen. I don't know. And then, it was, like, they used to, like, lock up dogs in there. It looked like that. But, yeah, so, I managed to open the door, and right when you open the door, there's a hole right in the ground, and then there's the basement, and then the upstairs. So, there's a hole in the ground, and the stairs are falling apart, and you look downstairs, and it's flooded to, like, the second top stair. And we were like, if we fall through this hole, there's no way of getting out of here, because we're gonna be, like, drowning, and there's no way to get out of the water, because the roof's right there, unless you get exactly up the hole again. And so this basement's flooded. We couldn't go in there, but it stunk really bad in the basement, and there was like a whole bunch of floating like garbage and everything. So we didn't know it was in the basement, but we had to like jump over the hole onto the stairs. And look, we were scared we were gonna get caught because the people over there were like outside, and they were like having like they were outside doing, I don't even know, doing something. And so like they had cars there too, but then on the other side it was like a scrapyard. There was like a whole bunch of trucks and everything, and it was like a big field, and then they had like old lawnmowers and cars and stuff, and then there was like a house right beside it, but like a house like beside the scrapyard there was a house, and it was like fine. It looked fine, like it was a normal house, it wasn't abandoned. And then all the way there was a big field, and then there was the hospital, like the St. Catherine's new hospital. It was right there. So then, yeah, so when we first came into the building, like when we first came into the house, we had to try to cross the road, and like we didn't want them to see us, so we crossed the road, and then we ran through the front yard, and we crawled into the back, because we didn't want them to see us, so we would get in trouble. Yeah, so we got into the house, and we had to like hop up the stairs, like very like, they were gonna break. So we're in the house, and there's like a living room, and there's a big mirror, and it scared Zach so bad. It was hilarious. He walks into the living room, he goes, "Oh!" And we're like, "What the heck?" And he's like, and we all came, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, guys, I thought someone was like standing right there." Even though it was like a big mirror on the wall in the living room. And there was like a couch, and there was paper everywhere, but like it was like disgusting. It was like falling apart. And there was like mold and stuff, so we had to put like, we were holding our shirts like this because it stunk so bad, and if we breathed it in, we would have got really sick. And then there's a closet right there. And there's like this yellow rain jacket, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, like it's so scary." And at the time, like that movie It wasn't out.
Oh.
And so we didn't think like, "Oh yeah, that red rain jacket's gonna be like, hoo-hoo." No, we didn't like. So the closet was like open a little bit, and Zach was like, I don't even know, over exaggerating, being so extra, and he was like, "Oh my god, guys, that closet was closed before," and it was so bad. And so we're in there, and there's like a whole bunch of coats, and then we see this really and then we see this really bright yellow like rain jacket. We were like so scared, like we didn't like it, like the way it looked. No. And then so there's a bedroom, and the whole bed is collapsed. Like, the whole bunk bed's collapsed. And then there's, like, a dead mattress, like, ripped open and everything. But we didn't, like, find anything in there. But we thought something was under the bed. Because when we first came in, like, we heard something run. And then we were, like, because we didn't think anything of it. But we kept hearing sounds, like someone was moving or something. And I felt like it was under the master bedroom's bed. Like, it was under there. Because their bed was, like, broken, but, like, it still had the frame. It was just like a mattress, and then the frame was broken. But like you could still go under there. You could like lift up the mattress and go under there. But like, yeah, we thought something was in there, so we didn't bother going in that room. But like we were walking past it, and there was there's 2 bedrooms, and then the bathroom. The whole bathtub had like leaves and nasty things. The water didn't work because Zach kept turning it on. And so that was like that. And then so we're inside this building. And the people in the scrapyard, this is why I thought they owned it, because they were, like, staring at us and, like, saying, "Get out of there." And we went there, like, a few days later, too. Like, we would always go there after school. And so, yeah, so, like, they were watching us when we were about to walk out. And we had, like, a whole backpack we had knives and, like, pocket knives and, like, flashlights and a whole bunch of stuff with us, so, like, nothing would happen. And so we're in this, and Zach goes to walk out, and then, no, here, and Zach goes to walk out, and Zach goes to walk out, and, stop, I'm trying to do something. Zach goes to walk out, and they were right there staring at him, but, like, across the thing, and I was like, oh gosh, I don't even know what to do, and then, it's sour. Ugh, my nose is itchy. I don't like it.
Okay, what? Wait.
I'm gonna piss. Oh,